The former health minister addresses skeptics. COVID cases continue to climb, and the Bahamas celebrates its first gold medal in the Tokyo Olympics. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leah Cooper with your JCN News for this Thursday, August 5th. With new travel restrictions set to kick in tomorrow and hospitals in country on the verge of collapse, former Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands spoke with a group of Atlantis team members on the importance of becoming vaccinated. Now, he says people have bona fide reasons as to why they don't want to be vaccinated, and under the topic conspiracy and politics over science, he sought to clarify some myths associated with the COVID-19 vaccine.
You know, human beings make decisions based on information, and they want an opportunity to know that their own views are not being dismissed, that they're not stupid, that I have a concern about me and my family, and I want to know if I'm doing the right thing. Can you answer that question for me? Can you take the time to sit with me and answer my questions? And don't make me feel like I'm dumb. Don't make me feel like I'm ignorant. Don't make me feel like I'm stupid. Okay? We haven't done a good job of that. And I think, and I want to applaud the organizers of this session for making it possible to have a dialogue. Let's speak about Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca. There are no studies, to my knowledge, that have demonstrated any increased risk to either the baby or to a mother's or potential mother's chance of becoming pregnant.
Now, just last month, a 5-month-old baby passed away after contracting the virus. On the topic of children and the COVID-19 vaccine, Dr. Sands says this.
I don't believe that little children should be vaccinated. And I would cut off at about 12, okay? Because I don't think we have the evidence, and the risk for them is different than the risk for older people. So, you know, 15-year-old, go for it. 14-year-old, go for it. 6, 7, nope. I have not yet been convinced.
He also encouraged the Atlantis team to consider the role they play in keeping their families and communities safe during these times.
We are in deep trouble in the Bahamas, okay? Now, let's don't pretty this up. Right now, our hospital's about to collapse, okay? If your mommy has a stroke today, there ain't no place to put her. I need you to understand that, okay? We can put her on the porch. She can sit out there until we get her COVID test back. And then, even if she's COVID negative, we may not have a place to put her, but put her in the hallway. That's how bad it is in the Bahamas right now. So, all of us have a responsibility to understand what role we play in putting out this fire.
He adds that we must lead by example by following the health protocols, and that's washing your hands, social distancing, and wearing a mask. Vaccination appointments resumed today at Loyola Hall after being closed due to a low stock of vaccine doses. Here's Laurencia Smith with more.
After being closed for nearly a week due to low vaccine supplies and because of the holiday, it was a steady crowd this morning at the Loyola Hall Vaccination Center, as people lined up either to receive their first or second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. As the vaccination campaign continues, this following the Bahamas receiving its third tranche of 33,600 doses from the COVAX facility on Tuesday. Now, many people JCN News team spoke with says they decided to get the jab to safeguard themselves, but more importantly, their families. A husband and wife who are both law enforcement officers, leading Seaman Kendrick Ferguson and Sergeant Priscilla Ferguson, were out receiving their second jab. They revealed that their household was impacted by the virus back in March of this year.
Being tested positive, it gave me a new light and a new sense that, hey, you have a vaccine, and, to safeguard myself in the future and my family, and especially working around persons in the community.
But both of us being on the front line, when one of us goes down, both of us we have to shut the whole family down. So that subtracted a lot from our work area, and we work on the front line. So we have to protect our families.
Health officials confirmed more than 1,500 cases since March of 2020. During the month of July, they also recorded a staggering number of cases and hospitalizations, peaking to more than 100 in both categories. Last month, the Pan American Health Organization confirmed that the Alpha variant of the virus made its way to our shores, and there is a possibility that the deadly Delta variant could already be in country. Here's 59-year-old William Monker, who was in line to receive his second jab.
One of the main things I notice now with a lot of the young people going out having a lot of fun is that it appears that they are the rats taking the poison home to the innocent people, and then they go hug their Grammy or their mommy, they haven't seen them all day, and when you look, they follow in the hospital and the numbers going up.
National Vaccine Consultative Committee member Dr. Barry Rassin, speaking with reporters this morning, says they are looking to administer about 617 vaccines at the center, the majority of which are second doses. He adds that the entire month of August is booked out for appointments.
It's outstanding. As soon as we put appointments online, they're gone. People are sitting by their computers waiting to get an appointment, and they're making the appointment. So we've created it so that the first ones with the opportunity, the second doses, and then as we get closer to the day, first doses could also make appointments.
As of July 31st, more than 100,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine has been administered in the Bahamas.
About 250 at Church of God, about 250 at St. Anselm's, and about 800 at Bahamar, and again about 650 here.
According to the committee, additional vaccination sites are expected to open up sometime next week. I'm Laurentia Smith for JCN News.
67 additional COVID cases on the books for Wednesday, August 4th. This coming from the Ministry of Health's latest COVID-19 report released this afternoon. 60 of those new cases coming out of the capital, 3 cases with a history of travel within 14 days, 4 over on Grand Bahama, 2 on Abaco, and 1 on Exuma. 36 of those new cases are male and 31 are female. Active cases continue to climb and are now at 2,003, 109 of which are in hospital. 98 are considered moderately ill and 11 are in the intensive care unit. Health officials also reporting 3 additional deaths: a 59-year-old female of Eleuthera who died on August 2nd, a 79-year-old female of Eleuthera who died on August 3rd, and a 62-year-old female of New Providence who died on August 3rd. 80 cases also recovered that day, pushing total recoveries to 12,782. To date, 121,548 tests have been completed. Progressive Liberal Party candidate for Freetown constituency in the next general elections and noted Queens Counsel Wayne Munro is in hospital after being diagnosed with COVID-19. Mr. Munro, in a statement on Wednesday, confirmed that he tested positive for the virus as he expressed his gratitude to the nurses and doctors at Doctors Hospital, under whose care he's currently in. Mr. Munro also expressing his sincere appreciation for the warm support that he has been receiving from family, friends, and colleagues and fellow Bahamians across the community and country. Incumbent and Free National Movement candidate for Freetown, Dionisio de Aguilar, offering his best wishes to Mr. Munro, noting in a statement that he is terribly saddened to learn of Mr. Munro's hospitalization after contracting the COVID-19 virus. Mr. de Aguilar says it is truly unfortunate that Mr. Munro has become another victim in this ongoing pandemic, adding that he and his family continue to keep the attorney and his family in their prayers while they remain hopeful that he will fully recover from the virus and will be well able to return to his campaign. Mr. de Aguilar contends that ensuring the health and safety of all Bahamians is paramount for the government of the Bahamas, and he urges all Bahamians, particularly the good people of Freetown, to get vaccinated and continue to practice health and safety measures, including wearing a mask, regular hand washing, and social distancing. He says, quote, "We must be our brother's keeper as we continue to beat back the virus. Following all the protocols helps us do just that." You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.